Hey guys, this is Greg Pettis with Nature-Cide. I'm here with my son Shawn Pettis, and he is the General Service Manager for our pest control company, Dominion Pest Control in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And we're really excited because this year we've got Shawn to come to the New Jersey Pest Management Association's annual Clambake, and it's going to be a great show. And Shawn is an ace, and he was also the world's first PHE, and so we're excited to have him in the booth because we want him to be able to share his experience with the PHE test and what was on it and the content and how it's added value to our company and to him personally. So Shawn, tell us a little bit about the PHE since it's fairly new. You got it back in
2020.
Yeah, 2020. And now, it's becoming more and more popular, and guys are finding out about it, and girls. And so, just go ahead and tell us a little bit about the value that's added. And we didn't even say who it's through.
Yeah, so it's through the Entomological Society of America. It's a mouthful. I applied to take the ACE test pretty early on in the year. I think it was February. And when I was on the website, I must have just hit refresh at the right time, and I saw the PHE portion pop up. So I reached out, and they said, well, we don't have the study material yet, but if you want to try, go for it. I said, well, what do I even study? And it was at the time, we weren't finished with the material, so I purchased as many medical entomology books from universities as I could kind of get my hands on, and read up a lot, and well, let's just say my passing score was not too great, but I passed, and yeah. So the test, I took the ACE, passed that. A week later, I went in for the PHE and passed that, making me the first to take the test and pass.
Yeah.
So
what value has it added to you in your career?
So here at Dominion, we take pride in our technicians having a lot of experience and really being the authority in all of our programs. We offer pest control, vector control, so we're talking fleas and ticks and mosquitoes, all those kind of insects that are really a vector concern. So to be able to have the knowledge from studying from the test has really, I've been able to translate that in our meetings to the technicians. In our tech meetings, we do tech meetings every month, twice every month. We've been able to cover some of these topics, which is making technicians and our customers more aware of potential threats out in their property. And the Nature-Cide product line is really adding a peace of mind when we're treating for these insects, because we're able to treat with a clean conscience, knowing that this insecticide is very safe for the environment. It's safe for the technicians. It's safe for the people and the environment in which we're applying it to. And you kind of have a guilt-free feeling. You can apply more areas than you could in a traditional product sense.
So you're going to be in the Nature-Cide booth talking about some of that too, how we use the Nature-Cide product line. Yeah. So let's get back to the certifications. So a question that I've always wanted to ask you, would you recommend getting the PHE first or the ACE first?
I would say probably the ACE. I think the PHE builds off of the ACE. The majority of the content in the ACE study guide that ESA offers on their website for sale, a lot of that does cover the PHE portion. There's additional study material you will need on top of that, but the ACE is really a fundamental foundation. You need a minimum of 5 years of experience in the industry to even take the test. You need the same requirements for the PHE. But the PHE really stems off of the ACE. I found that a lot of the questions were on the PHE were fundamentals, and then really focusing in on the vector side of things. So you do need to know that basic foundation level of the ACE as well. So probably starting with the ACE and going off of that would be best. But it was a fantastic program. It really challenged me, and it wasn't easy to pass. Thankfully, I had 12 years of experience of treating for these insects, so that gave me a leg up on the lack of study materials that I had at my resource. But.
Yeah. That's one of the really cool things that we offer with Nature-Cide is we have experienced technicians telling our stories to other technicians out in the field, how we do what we do and how it works and all that. And so it's kind of fun. And as you know, the Florida Mosquito Control Association showed that the Nature-Cide product line was working very well, and our one product outperformed the other products they field tested against. And so we're talking about mosquitoes there, and that was pretty amazing because when you have an all-natural product that can do the job, you just like you were saying earlier, it's better. You almost feel guilty for not feeling guilty as you're out there applying. So anyway, now you joined me a few years ago in the Clambake, and you got to meet a lot of guys, and some of them at that point were coming up saying, yeah, we're using Nature-Cide, and
big fans. Yeah, a lot of big fans.
So what did you enjoy about the Clambake? What was your favorite thing when it was a few years ago now?
I think, well, last time I went was before I had my ACE and PHE, so I didn't have that. But I've been with you showcasing a lot, and even down in Florida when we went recently, just to see the outreach, the stretch that Nature-Cide has in the pest control community. It's not just East Coast, but it's also West Coast. It's also South. It was kind of interesting to see how many people were familiar with the product line outside of our area. I don't really think about that too often because to me it was a product that I was using as a technician, years ago, and at the time we didn't even really know that all-purpose was able to be used for mosquitoes.
I know.
I was using X2 at the time, or pest management at the time. And so I remember when I got that out in the field, probably over 5 years ago as a technician at the time, I found the same thing that the Florida Mosquito Control Journal reported on, which was that it had a great efficacy and it did fantastic in controlling the mosquito populations, even where your neighboring properties were really close and you couldn't control those factors.
Yes.
So we use Nature-Cide heavily in our city environments, in those kind of urban environments.
Yeah. So when we were down in Florida, we were at the wildlife convention there. They teamed up with the National Pest Management Association for that meeting. And a lot of people don't realize that Nature-Cide started out as a snake repellent. And so since we were able to be down there for that, a lot of the wildlife guys are coming up going, trapping is one thing, but repelling is another, and they're really looking for a all-natural way to repel a lot of creatures like snakes and lizards and mice and rats. And that was kind of cool to see guys interested in that. A lot of people don't realize that that's how Nature-Cide got started in LA as a snake repellent. So it's kind of cool. And so the versatility of the product, we're going to be talking about that at the Clambake this year. So
it was interesting in Florida to see how many people were a part of the wildlife community, but also a part of the pest control community.
Yeah.
And they're, any chance they could get to grab a sticker for their truck, they're like, I want that Nature-Cide sticker on my truck. Have to have it. Because they just want to be a proud partner. They want to show everybody that they're using the product, and they're really proud of it because it works. And everybody else, they're in the dark, and not these guys. So they're happy and proud to display it.
Yeah.
Because they have the solution that a lot of other companies just haven't figured out yet, and that's Nature-Cide.
So it's funny because the product line came full circle. It was really strong in snake repellent, and then it got into the pest control industry. Now we're talking mosquitoes, fleas, and ticks outside, and bed bugs inside, roaches. Yeah. And now it's coming back to the wildlife communities coming and saying, we needed this. Where's it been?
Yeah, and we've gone full circle with it too, because we haven't always offered wildlife services here at Dominion. now we do, and we use Nature-Cide products all the time in our wildlife and repelling services.
Yeah, so that's good stuff. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I look forward to seeing everybody at Clambake. We're hoping to have a really good weather day, and it should be really fantastic. Looking forward to some good food.
So it's going to be on August 18th this year, and if you want further information, make sure you look at the message at the bottom of this email or the bottom of this page, and there'll be plenty of information to tell you about it. Okay, thanks for joining us. You guys have a great day.